Hello everyone, this is the teaser video for this coming Sunday, May 5th. Yes, we are in May already. It's Cinco de Mayo, so I don't know if that means a lot for some of you. I don't know if you do anything special, but today we're going to be actually looking at Proverbs, and Proverbs are really pretty easy to understand. They are nuggets of wisdom and nuggets of knowledge that if we follow them, I think life would be a lot easier for all of us. We're going to look at Proverbs chapter 19, verses 18 through 20. Proverbs chapter 19, verses 18 through 20. And as you read these verses, ask me, or I'm going to ask you, does this sound like, because this is a passage about raising children. And I want you to think, do you think this is how our world raises children today? If not, what jumps out at you is different. And if we are not raising our children biblically, are we hindering them or crippling them for the future? Most of us can say the world today does not hold the same practices that our parents had as older people, or our grandparents had, or some of those different things. I remember going to school and signing a note, or my parents sending a note saying, yes, it's okay to spank my child. Our elementary school had the principal always came out there with a paddle on the first day or two with the holes in it, and it was something back then that was acceptable. Think if you could paddle children today in schools, elementary school, middle school, high school. Obviously, that would be unacceptable today. But then again, when we were in school, we didn't need metal detectors. You didn't hear about a bunch of school shootings back then or anything. We were just talking about this the other day. I remember kids going to school where they had their hunting rifles in the back of their pickup trucks so they could go hunting after school. So, the idea of having guns on school property was not foreign back then. It was just part of hunting season. So when you think about this passage, Proverbs 19 verses 18 through 20, I want you to look at the comparisons. Look at some of the things that maybe jump out at you as we talk about the disciplining of children. Also, it basically, Proverbs they're usually a verse nugget. It'll give you a comparison, or if you do this, this will happen. If you don't do this, this will happen. So there's actually three pieces of advice in these three verses of Proverbs. But I want you to look at it, read it, compare it to what we're doing now, to maybe how you were raised on some, and think of the other things that are being talked about in this passage. My Sunday school class, I'm sure we'll be able to dig deep in this, and so we have some who teach schools and stuff, teaching schools, so they know what they can and cannot do. But I think this is interesting, and I think getting away from some of the things mentioned in these Proverbs we're not really preparing our children to become adults. And I think as parents, our job is to prepare our children to become adults. So that's what we're going to be talking about on this Sunday, May 5th. Until then, take care and be safe.